I looked ugly for the first half of that freaking video, and I probably still freaking look ugly because they just make. What do I even say? What's up? It's your girl Kira. Oh. Okay. What's up? It's your girl Kira. Wait, no. It's your girl Kira, also known as K Kira, also known as J Kira, and I'm back with a video today. Today, I'm doing a video about getting kicked out of my best friend's house. Best friend, 5 years, the same best friend that was best friends with me in that other video I made. Check out the hair. Okay, so we're gonna start off by saying, I wrote it down. Me and Shannon, we was friends for like 6 years around this time. Around May, June-ish, we was talking about this. Me and my mom always told me that we was gonna move back to Philly after I graduated. I never was agreeing with that. I never wanted to go. I never wanted to do it. I just wanted to stay in Florida with my friends. It's like, Philly is so lame to me. Even now, I live here now, but we're gonna get to that, how I got back here, because this is what this story leads up to. I was always nice to Shannon. I don't care, like, always so nice to this girl. Like, even when she was taking her stuff out on me, I was so nice to her. Like, she would snap on us, like, me and my friend Adriana, like, she would snap on us, like, every now and then, and, like, we'll let that junk slide. She got snapped on us, and then we stopped being friends in that video, which everybody knows about already, because it's already up there. I'm so lame reading this book. So I decided to, I didn't really want to move back to Philly, as I said, so I decided to stay with Shannon, moving with her, because I was like, that's the only close friend of like 6 years, 7 years, 5, 6, I don't know, I don't care. But okay, so before I moved in, like, it was like, she was dating this boy that I used to talk to, and I told her about it, and like, she was like saying we don't want her to be happy and this and that, and we were just telling her, me and John, we were just telling her that she was talking to somebody that I used to talk to. She did the same thing to Adriana, talked to somebody that Adriana used to talk to. So that's one red flag. Shannon was just like not really a loyal friend at all. She was always talking to somebody that we used to talk to, and we told her that we talked to them, she would not care. Okay, I actually hate my hair today. So her boyfriend that she was dating, like, before I got there, we had gotten to an argument because he thought that I was trying to end her relationship with her boyfriend that I didn't even want anymore. No, I didn't care, because we didn't date, we were just talking. So like, so I told her we had confirmed I was moving in, coming this date and this date, some date in July. So she's like, okay, my mom's gonna come get you and okay, all this other junk. And then she thought she would break her boyfriend up. Like, I wasn't even trying to do that. It was something I said. I don't even remember what I said, but she snapped on me like, you can't come no more, all that other junk. So I was still trying to like get her to get me to go, because I really wanted to go. Even though it was a dumb decision to even want to go in the first place. Like, it was just dumb. Like, I regret it so much. So then she was like, you can't come, I'm not coming to get you, trying to find somebody else to live with. And I was still trying to sway her and stuff like a dummy. I should just stay home after I seen that, but I really wanted to go there for some dumb, odd reason. Stupid, like. So then, by the end of the day, it was cleared up, and I went to the airport and stuff, and like, then like after the airplane landed, then her mom couldn't come get me, so then her friend had to come get me. I tell you, I was bawling. I was like, I should have just stayed. I should just stay home, because I'm like, you can never, back in high school, we can never count on Shannon's mom to even like let her go anywhere. Like, she would change her mind. She would change her mind so much. I'm just like,
stop it. Get some help.
Okay, like, we never invited her anywhere because like her mom will always say no. So like, what was the point in invite her somewhere if we already knew the outcome? So like, she would get mad when we didn't invite her nowhere. Like, we tried sometimes, and when we did and we forgot to, like, she would like get so defensive, like, but why invite somebody somewhere if you know what their mom's gonna say? Like, her mom literally would sometimes say she gonna pick us up and do this, but then like change her mind because her mom got anger issues or something. I don't know. I witnessed it with my very eyes. Like, we ain't on that part yet. So after I got to the airport and all that, we was cool for like the first month. That's when we dropped that Bean Boozled video. We was cool. But then before that, another altercation with her thinking that I wanted her man. because she wasn't comfortable with us being friends, but we was just friends. Like I didn't want him. So they had invited me out to the beach with them because they thought I was sad because I had just went through a breakup with my ex. We cool now, but still, they had invited me, and then like we had always at the beach, and then they got into an altercation because I had said something. I don't know what I said. I think I do know what I said, but I ain't gonna say it. It wasn't like bad or anything. Then like she got upset, and then like she stormed off and she was yelling at him. That's another problem that she got. She loved to yell and take her problems out on me when I was literally always nice to that girl, always so nice, and just let her walk all over me. So my friend Brendan was the one that got me from the airport, even though I was sitting there waiting for like, he got me from the airport. So like I had a ride and it was straight. Like Shannon was there, her mom was welcoming, her mom was nice. I feel like it was fake nice because how the outcome ended. So outcome was, yeah, but that went on and on. Like her birthday came up and I was with my boyfriend that I was dating. I was just hanging out with him all day because Shannon was doing something. So I was just hanging out with him, and I went with her on her birthday, even though that whole prior week she was snapping on me because she thought her birthday wasn't gonna go right. She was saying snapping on me. Like that's not how you go about things. Like she was just snapping. Like why are you saying snapping on me because you think that your birthday is not gonna go good? Like I was saying trying to make her better, make her feel better, make her feel pretty because she was.
But anywho.
Anyways, she was alright. She was alright, but she's had insecurity issues. Like everybody has insecurity issues. Like okay, but like she would just always take it out on me. She'd be like, "You're gonna look prettier than me on my birthday, so don't wear this and that. Don't wear this. Don't wear that because he's coming. I don't want you to look better than me on my birthday." Like stuff like that. So I was just like, okay. So I wore what I wanted to wear on her birthday because I wanted to feel cute, not for her boyfriend thing, but just cause. Like we were going to a restaurant, so I wanted to like wear a dress or something. Like, of course you're gonna wear a dress. It's like a black dress, but it had like, it's like sleeveless, but it got like long sleeve, and it's like the back is like crossed. And I wear that, and I wear my hair in a slick back ponytail. And then she was like, and I came, like I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I had went there. He had told me not to go because I had told him like how she was just snapping on me like constantly that whole week. And he was like, you shouldn't go hang out with her on her birthday. And I was like, I'm gonna just do it because I'm a good friend. I'm gonna just do it because maybe she'll change the way she act. So then I went, got home, got dressed, all that other junk. She yelled at me for how I looked, mind you. She was like, you look better than me. And then she was aggravated with me. She had a stank attitude with me the whole birthday. And then the dinner come. I'm just sitting here like, I ain't about to talk to him because I know she gonna say something like she weird. She think I want him every time I talk to him. Mind you, I had a whole boyfriend at the time. So we had ordered our food and all that. Ordered our food and stuff. And then boom, went in her car. She had got a car. This car story interesting right now after this birthday jump. So the birthday jump, yeah, like her and her boyfriend was arguing the whole time, and I was just like, just drop me off, cause like they was arguing. Just drop me off to go hang out with my boyfriend, cause I don't want to deal with y'all arguing. Cause like literally, she always was like being weird, like thinking, assuming junk, just being jealous of me and thinking that I wanted anything that she had. Like she'd be like, you're prettier than me and all this other junk. I understand like how she feels. Some people are insecure, but she never like came at it like that. She would just always like say, you're prettier than me, you're this and that, and my boyfriend wants you more than he wants me. And I'm just like,
Okay.
no girl, that's not the case. Not the case, girl. So after that, that night I went through a breakup, like, and I was just chilling and stuff. I think we was good after that until like she starts snapping on me because she'll ask me what should she do with her boyfriend, because her boyfriend was like not texting her back and stuff. And I was like, just cut him off, like don't talk to him. And she was like, it's not that easy. And she started yelling at me because I told her that like I would just give you my honest opinion, and she just like started snapping on me because of it. So then her and her boyfriend broke up. I told her to get back together with her ex. But backstory, her ex is not her current boyfriend, and that's my best friend Adriana's ex, and she knows that. And we had to find that out. Like she didn't tell us that. We had to find that out because she didn't want to tell us because she knew how we was gonna react because she was dating my best friend's ex. But she knew that though. So then they got back together. And like we were still having problems at home. Like Shannon kept getting in trouble for stuff that I was doing, but like it wasn't like no big mess. Like I would like leave Joe in the sink by accident. and stuff. Because her mom got mad over every little thing. And I felt like they was talking about me. Like, they was talking about me. I don't care. Like, I really felt they was talking about me. But even though I was barely there, because I was like, mind you, I was always hanging out with my friends. Because, like, Shannon never wanted to hang out with me. I used to be, like, a good best friend. I used to go to work with Shannon and, like, stay in her and watch her work and just sit there. Even though she worked, like, long shifts, I would, like, sit there and just, like, be on my phone and entertain her while she's working. Like, I was really a good friend to that girl. I don't care what nobody says. She was just always just weird, like, especially when we were together. Like, we had good times, but, like, the bad times starting to outweigh the good times, especially when she got back together with her ex, which is what I'm about to get into. How she got back together with her ex, because I confessed her to get back together with him, because she kept saying she wanted him, and I was like, just go get back together with him. But mind you, me and my best friend Adriana, like, we don't care. She don't care about Ray Ray. So I mean, she don't care about the person that they. I don't care if I can say the name. I do not care. She did not care about Ray Ray and Shannon, because they did it way back when. So she don't care. So like, it was still wrong, because like, you knew that. Like, she knew that. Like, when He-Cat came to our school and like visited us, he didn't know her. But now they talking about that's the first time that they met. I think that's weird, because she knew that Adriana dated him. So yeah. Let's talk about how I was working, and like, when I started going to work, like, they would never give me a ride home, ride to work, because it was like 20 minutes away from the house. But like, she said that she would give me rides, and then when it started happening, she didn't want to give me no ride. I gave that girl gas money out the I gave her gas money like $20, $25, $10, $15, all that. Like, she would always ask me to give her gas money for once. Like, we friends. Like, I really have to always give you gas money. Like, we best friends. I have to give you gas money all the time. And then one time she was supposed to come get me from work, and she knew that. Nobody else could have got me, because like, the buses, I used to have to take the bus because they never wanted to freaking get me. I had to take 2 buses to work because she didn't want to take me. Even though I gave her gas money to do it, she didn't want to go there. So one time I was like, almost didn't get to like go home, and she was all the way in St. Augustine. I'm sitting here blowing her phone up like, Shannon, you didn't tell me you was going to St. Augustine. I'm stranded at work. Like, you didn't want to help me. Like, I'm stranded. Like, I'm really stranded at work, and you're not. So I literally was sitting there like trying, like, I don't even have no ride home. Like, she being flawed. Like, she St. Augustine with her boyfriend. Like, she didn't even care. Like, she was like, I'm supposed to cancel my plans because you da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, I didn't know that she was doing that, but like, there's literally nobody else that can get me. Like, she didn't even care. Like, she didn't care that I would been stranded at work. So I had to have my manager give me a ride home. I might have messages. I might have screenshots that I might insert in here. But I was literally stranded at work, and she was just posting about having the time of her life. Okay, so boom. I'm telling you, another thing with her boyfriend. Me and Shannon was supposed to, okay, the whole reason why I moved in with Shannon was so I can get an apartment and move out. And me and Shannon was gonna get one, but she wasn't all the way on board. But when she got back together with her boyfriend, her ex, the one that she's with now, she was so on board to get an apartment. But with me, she didn't want to get an apartment. So I'm just like, girl. But when she started getting with her boyfriend and he was on board, she was starting to make a whole plan of this, stop spending money, save money. But she was the one that was spending money and junk, but trying to tell me what I should be doing with my money. Like, weird. Like, I've been to one apartment with her, but so as her boyfriend said get an apartment, then she won't want. So like, one day, like, I didn't feel good, so like, I asked them to come pick me up from work, and they did. So like, they went to go look for apartments without me. I didn't even know they was going, but all 3 of us supposed to be getting an apartment. So then I'm like, even though I'm sick, you still didn't let me know. I know that's one red flag of them trying to exclude me. Even though I was sick, you didn't even let me know that you was gonna go look for apartments. Like, they literally have to talk about the apartments all the time. It just be them 2 and not me included. And they would always think that I was spending my money, but no, I was not spending money. I had no rides to work. I had to take like, sometimes spend money on Ubers and junk. Like, so I was just fed up at that point. She had a car, and she just never wanted to come get me. It was always, wherever her boyfriend wanted to go, she would come get him. St. Augustine, Orlando, they wanted to go, they would go. But when it comes to me going 20 minutes down the road, she didn't want to go. Sounds like some real fake junk going around here. You think so? I think so. I think so. But yeah, she never wanted to come get me. So like, her boyfriend was like always going out every week. I was just working and stuff. So then she had told me this one story that her boyfriend had took her car and was driving and had put gas in it. I guess he put the wrong gas in it because he had asked her like what gas go in there. So like, he put the wrong gas in the car. Here comes the best part, the karma. Even though I was comforting her and she was still snapping on me, like constantly, always yelling at me. Like, I could put a screenshot of that in there, so yeah. So a day later, they was out, the car broke down and they had to walk home. But I was at work, so I couldn't do nothing. Like, I don't have a car. And I was just like, oh dang, that's messed up. Actually, I didn't care because she was starting to choose to hang out with him over me. Even though we lived together, it felt like we didn't even see each other at all. So Shannon used to be like on me, like we used to do like stuff together all the time. So that boy started coming around. She was like madly in love with that boy. Still is to this day. They're crazy. They're on and off. Okay, so the car broke down. Boom. Her dad took it because her dad like fixes cars and stuff, I guess. So we about to get into it.
Yeah, get into it.
Okay, so her dad called her like one day, like we was just chilling. Her dad called her and said, the car's on fire. The car's on fire. And when I tell you, this girl was like, and then she passed out just like trying to freaking laugh. I was like, oh girl, that's karma for yelling at me and snapping on me on every little thing. Speaking of snapping, another mini story. We're gonna get into it after this. Okay, so snapping on me and stuff. I felt bad, but like the car was on fire. Like the car was dead on fire. Like it was parked in front of her job on fire. So we went there and she was snapping on me. So I was just like, she was snapping on me in the process, even though I was trying to tell her like it's gonna be okay. Like you'll be all right. You're gonna get a new car. They're gonna give you insurance. You're gonna get a new car. Boom. It was on fire. I tell you, she was crying and I was hugging her. Even after the fact, she was treating me so bad and like talking about me to her boyfriend, talking like just being a terrible best friend. And just being like rude. If you didn't want me to move in with you, then you could have just said no. Simple as that. Like she hated when I slept in her bed. Like she hated when we shared the bed. Like you told me I used to sleep in that bed. So don't even act like different now. She always complained how she wanted a long time. Like literally I was never there. But when I wasn't there, she was worried. Like girl. Yeah, so she ain't had no car. So her boyfriend started coming over to the house. And she always told me I need to put on clothes, this and that. Like I have respect for my friends' boyfriends, but like you shouldn't think that he would want me. So then one time they had got into an argument and like she asked him, was I pretty? He was like, I mean, she not ugly. Then she got mad at me because he said that I wasn't ugly. I mean, look at me. I'm not ugly. I'm not ugly at all. I look ugly for the whole first half of that freaking video. Like, it's because they like to flip the camera. Like, I look good. Like, I'm just trying to... And car. So she was whole time blaming it on her dad because he messed the car up. But in reality, it was her boyfriend. But she never wanted to make her boyfriend seem like he was in the wrong. Like, one time, like, we was all hanging out and he was mad because she always hangs out with me. So then she stopped hanging out with me to please him. So we're like, he was literally telling her that he was jealous of us. And she was like, oh my God, babe, it's okay, babe. Like, you know, it's okay. Like, I won't hang out with her as much, isn't that? Like, she used to get mad over dumb junk like that. Like, he used to get mad. She used to just be like crying for him, like doing anything to please that man. So the car, I comfort her and stuff, all that. So yeah, still being a nice friend. And then like the room was like always dirty because like we was always at work. So like I was gonna help her clean. Before I could even start helping her clean, she started yelling at me. She was like, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna stand there? And I was just like, I'm not helping you now because you wanna laugh at me and you wanna yell at me and jump. So I'm just like, okay, this girl yelling at me. So then I just slept in the living room. I went and left to call my friend. I was like, this girl keep yelling at me. Like literally all my friends knew what was going on. Like they was the most, shout out to the McDonald's crew because they was the most helpful ones during this, let's call it a pandemic. during this bad time of my life, the only people that was there for me was my McDonald's crew. With the rides, helping taking me out, making me have fun, even though I didn't want to go nowhere. I didn't even want to go home at times. I just didn't even want to go home with them because they were just so bad vibes. Like her mom always yelling at her, they always yelling at the top of their lungs, like just weird. They had 7 cats, guys. 7 cats. Whole house smelled like cat. Sometimes the cats would poop in the darn tub. And I couldn't even shower because I wasn't even freaking about to touch that junk. So now, oh yeah, the room thing. She had, after we had gotten to it, she had asked me why I was sleeping out there. But no, she had made a rule. She had made rules like for the room, because I guess I had left gel on her dresser and messed up the dresser, but like she would make it like a big deal. Whew. My mouth dry. Made rules for the room, like don't do this, don't do that. And I'll come with that junk up, through in the trash, because like who are you to tell me? So after like her keep choosing her boyfriend over me, literally hanging out with him every day, not want to do nothing to me, I would go through stuff. She wouldn't ask me what's wrong, but as soon as something happened with her, I asked her what's wrong. Like, why are you, what's going on? Like, what did he do now? What did he do now? I was always there for her no matter what. Nobody was never there for me when I needed her. Every time I had to come for her, she'll push me away. Even though she cries, she'll push me away. I'm just trying to be a good friend and you just push me away. Like, no, I'm not dealing with that junk. Like, that junk keep going on, like repeat cycle. Her yelling at me, taking out her anger problems on me that had something to do with her boyfriend. She would always yell at me and she would never apologize for it. Like, she would just keep doing it. So like after that, I was getting like fed up. So I was getting fed up and like I just was like, I'm about to just go back home. I was debating. I was like, I don't want to go to Philly, but I'm about to just have to go back and live with my mom because this situation is not helping. Like, I literally had to use my money to pay for cat stuff. Even though her mom didn't want any bill money, I still gave it to her. And I just wasn't saving anything because Shannon just always needed some gas money. I always needed something out of me. I always needed this. I always needed that. So I always did everything for her. So starting to feel alone. Like, I have depression, depersonalization. So like I started feeling more alone than usual. So I was just like feeling alone. So I was just like, I gotta go. Even though I really didn't want to go back to Philly, I was like, I just gotta go. Like, I just gotta go. Like, I can't be here and like suffer. Like, having fun and having friends is cool, but like being alone and not wanting to even go home to your home is like, it's not it. So I was gonna put my 2 weeks in. Oh, let me get to the part where every time she picked her boyfriend up, because her mom works like paper route or whatever and works from like overnight. So like she'll bring her boyfriend over, maybe wake me up to get out the bed so she can do with her boyfriend. So I had to get up and sleep on the couch because her boyfriend, I understand she wants some alone time with her boyfriend, but like, baby girl, it's kind of messed up. Like, you would pick your friend out. I mean, that's cool. I'm just type to never do none of that in front of my friend, but everybody's different. Literally, that happened every night. And then whenever I want to do something with her, like, her and her boyfriend just always doing something. Like, she wouldn't even care. I try to bring it up to her, and like, she would just brush it off. Like, care about her boyfriend more. Everything I do, I literally annoy her. Like, she would like snap on me constantly. I'm not answering screenshots. It's like, I'm not even joking. Like, I literally let her talk to me any kind of way and like let her walk all over me all 5 years of friendship. Like, she wasn't even like that in the beginning of the years because she used to always get bullied. This girl used to always get bullied, but I used to stand up for her. And then we started being friends. Like, we started getting close. Like, I stood up for her because that's the kind of person I am. Everybody hated her and she used to get bullied, almost killed herself. But we ain't talking about that. You know, but I'm not smart like that. Mom always yell at Shannon, but never even try to yell at me. I can take being yelled at. Like, she would always blame it on me for how her mom reacted, and like her mom pick her out and stuff, and like I had to sit here and like I was always by her side no matter what. Even if she was snapping on me, I was still being nice to her. That's the moral of the story. I felt alone. I started picking up bad habits. I was like, I just gotta go. Cause I was putting my 2 weeks in and stuff, and me and Shannon had gotten to it like the week before because her mom was getting tired of what I was doing. So she was like, that's why I was just gonna leave. That's why I was gonna leave. But I didn't say I was gonna leave like that week. So the next day, I had put my 2 weeks in, and then that same day, she was like, when is your plane coming on Saturday? I was like, Saturday? Because I had told her I was just gonna leave, but I ain't never told her the day. She was like, when is your plane coming? And I was like, huh? When's my plane coming? And she was like, yeah, my mom's tired. My mom's this and that. I told her that you was about to leave because whatever. Because she thought I had brought a boy to the house, but I didn't do that. I never did nothing like that. So then, like, she told me that my mom said, when is your plane ride? Because she ain't never tell me the reason. She just told me that when is it? And I was like, I'm not leaving yet. I was gonna leave in like 2 weeks. So then like Shannon's mom had texted me. She was like, you gonna have to leave like this Friday because her dad's moving back in and you can't be there. So I was like,
if 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this?
Trying to kick me out like on the spot. Like, I have a job. I wasn't even ready to leave yet. I wasn't even ready to do it. Like, I was gonna leave in 2 weeks. Like, so I had to put my 2 weeks in at my job. I was just gonna leave my job. So then she told me that I have to leave like that Friday. It was like Wednesday. I had to leave that Friday. So I was just crying. I was just crying because I was already like overwhelmed and frustrated with it. I was just like, I got to leave. So I was crying. I was already at work. I was at work when I got the news. So I didn't believe it. So I called mom and I was like, yeah, they're kicking me out or whatever. She don't even care. I was like, okay, just pack your stuff and go. Like, she don't even care if you leave. I told Shannon's mom, I was like, I'm going to leave this Friday. She's like, okay. And she didn't care if I was safe or anything. She didn't care about nothing else. So mind you, my last day, I went to go hang out with my other friends that I'm no longer friends with. We can talk about that in another story. So I went to hang out with them. I went to hang out with all my friends on my last day. They treated me way better than anybody else did. Like, she didn't even care. She didn't even care about the last day, my last day being here until like I left. So then I left. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did, but I left and she was with her boyfriend the last day that I was there. Like, that was another reason why she didn't care. She didn't care. Like, she was with her boyfriend the last day that I left, but so-called. And then earlier, when that junk happened, when I got the news, she was like, I'm sorry that happened, you know. I'm sorry that I didn't know it was gonna go out this way. Like, I'm sorry, like, but okay. I was like, you're not even fighting for me to stay. Like, you literally just playing. Like, you're not even fighting for me to stay. She gave me a hug. I didn't even want to hug her, but I hugged her because, like, you know, I'm always so freaking nice. And then, yeah, but like, I was like, okay, so like, after the room situation with her yelling at me, cleaning her, I've been sleeping on the couch ever since. I didn't even want to sleep by her because I know anything I did would annoy her. Like, she literally was like, I don't even know. Like, I even went on the paper route with her, even though she hated doing it. Like, I went there. I didn't like doing it either, but I went there with her, trying to make it more fun for her because she said she hated it. And she still snapped on me. Like, she always had like an attitude with me for everything. But as soon as her boyfriend come, she did not care. I left, and then she got a new car before I left, and then her and her boyfriend went out like to Orlando or something, whatever they went. And then so she got her new car like not even a week after her car crashed. She messed the car up, so I guess it's her karma for treating me bad. So trying to make sure. Okay, that's the end of the story. Just went from there. I cussed her out in a nice paragraph and I just blocked her. And then she went to tell everybody that I was dirty and she went to spread rumors about me, but she was really dirty. One of the way I get into that. That's the story. More of the story is like, everybody's different when you live with them. So, and she really showed me that, like, everybody's different once you live with them. And if you can't live with I really thought that was gonna be like a fun thing. It was fun for like the first little minutes, but that junk went left. Like, I don't even talk to her. Like, I haven't talked to her since I came back home in October in Philly. And Philly is straight. I still don't want to live here, so I'm really trying to work on like getting out of Philly and going on my own, but like staying, like having a whole plan, like get a car first, then get an apartment first. I was just in a rush to stay in Florida, which was dumb. I would never think that she would do that to me. Like, y'all know me. Like, y'all know me. Like, I'm really nice. Like, I don't even do nothing to her. Like, I already forgave her first for one time for like being a bad friend. So there's no coming back from this. Like, we literally are never gonna be friends ever again. Even if she do apologize, I would still not associate myself with her because she chose a boy over me. Like, you have to learn how to level out your boyfriend and your friends. Like, her boyfriend are still together to this day. Me and my friend Adriana are still friends. We don't need her. We don't like her. Adriana never liked her after the first time he fell out. So I should just listen to her. But, you know, I'm always trying to see the good in people. But yeah, I hope you like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm every videos. I never want to record a YouTube video ever again because it's just very technical difficulty. I even got a new phone. And we're having problems. The light is gone. The lighting is gone. It's dark outside. I'm just done. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all.